Alright, welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you're new here, my name is Ben Schubert. I'm a filmmaker. I talk about cameras and all sorts of things. But today, in particular, I'm going to be talking about the EOS R5 with the new firmware, because I have some questions about how it performs. I haven't really taken it out and tested it much. Firmware's been out for a few days, so I'm going to be going to Queen Elizabeth Park, and the cherry blossoms are out. I'm just gonna go and do some filming out there. It's beautiful. It's a great day. I want to get out of my house. I've been editing in my basement. I've been doing a whole lot of nothing. I need to go out. Let's go have a look, see how it looks. I'm gonna go for a walk. All right. Okay, so one of the things that I'm actually really excited about with this new update is the introduction of C-Log 3. And what surprised me with that was that it actually came with Canon Cinema Gamut, which is essentially Canon's, proprietary color space, or at least that's the way I see it. And what's really interesting with that is, say you have Rec 709, it's a smaller color space, and then you have BT 2020, which is, bigger, and then the Canon Cinema Gamut color space is, that much bigger. And so that gives you a wider range of color to work with, especially in post if you're doing a lot of grading. I like to do a lot of grading. I know a lot of people don't. So I would say if you are planning on doing a lot of grading, the Canon Cinema Gamut is great. If you're not, Rec 709 is probably fine for most things. If you're wanting to, maybe someone else is going to be grading it, but you want to keep that information, definitely go with the Canon Cinema Gamut. That is excellent. So for me, I'm really interested in seeing what this actually looks like in post. Will this match with my C200? How will it look? These are the questions I have. I don't know if I'm going to answer it in this video, but I just want to see it. So I don't know. What do you think? You let me know. How does this color look like to you? So everything I'm shooting today is going to be in C-Log 3 in that Cinema Gamut, and then I'm shooting a mix between the 8K raw light and the full HD 120. I'm gonna go get a little more shots of this park, and we'll talk again soon. Okay, so I'm doing two basic tests here today. I'm recording in the 8K raw light and the full HD 120 frames per second for very different reasons. So the full HD 120 frames per second, I'm basically just looking for a lighter codec for shooting 120, and that's mostly going to be for things like for Instagram stories, or just like really simple client work, things that I don't need to care about that much. And for the 8K raw light, I'm basically just looking to see how it performs. I've used the 8K raw before and it edits fine. It's a little slow in DaVinci Resolve, completely unplayable in Premiere. A lot of my workflow is for the raw light that comes out of the C200, which is 4K 24, 4K 60, that sort of thing. And I'm wondering how an 8K raw light would work with that workflow, right? Does it edit just as smoothly? Because if so, that could be a huge thing that I include into my workflow. But we're just gonna have to see. Okay, so Future Ben here. I said I wanted to test out the 8K. Turns out that I currently do not have a way to process that 8K raw light. Something is coming from Canon there might be a way to do it right now, but I haven't figured it out yet. So more tests are on the way. So you're not going to see anything in this video, but in a future video I will talk about it. So anyways, back to me in the woods. So otherwise, maybe a big surprise for this camera for me is the IBIS. It seems to be a lot smoother, but I'm not really going to know until I get, you know, into my editing suite and see it on a bigger screen. On this screen it looks fine, but could wobble gate be done? Let's hope so. Let's just do a wobble gate test. Does this look good? How wobbly is it? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, so I think that's it for these tests. Let me know in the comments what you think of this footage, what you think of the firmware. Is it a big improvement for Canon, or is it just kind of bland? So, I don't know. Anyways, if you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe and follow along on the journey of excellence. And otherwise, I'll see you later.